You don't need their explanation to heal. Closure, that beautiful lie we chase after heartbreak. We tell ourselves we need to talk one last time. To understand. To make sense. To get answers. But what we really want isn't closure, it's comfort. We want someone to make our pain make sense. And sometimes, the people who hurt you are the least capable of giving that. Epictetus said, "Don't seek for everything to happen as you wish, but wish for everything to happen as it does, and you will go on well." That's Stoic closure, not explanation, but acceptance. The trap of needing closure. The more you chase closure, the more you stay tied to the person who broke you. You wait for them to validate your pain, but they can't even validate their own. You keep replaying conversations in your head. What if I'd said that differently? Why did they just disappear? But the mind doesn't want closure, it wants control. And Stoicism teaches, the moment you stop needing control, peace begins. Why closure rarely heals? Because closure from others is borrowed peace. And borrowed peace always expires. People who ghost, lie, or leave without reason often do so because they're not ready to face themselves, not because you weren't enough. Expecting clarity from someone who thrives in confusion is emotional self-harm. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. It's not their silence that hurts you, it's your interpretation of it." When you stop needing to understand them, you start understanding yourself. How the Stoic finds peace without closure. 1. Accept that some stories end mid-sentence. Not every goodbye comes with a speech. Some disappearances are your answer. The Stoic reads absence as punctuation, not invitation. 2. Choose interpretation that liberates. Instead of asking, "Why did they leave?" ask, "What does this teach me about attachment?" Wisdom starts where the victim narrative ends. 3. Separate healing from explanation. Healing isn't about knowing why it happened, it's about deciding it won't define you. Closure is optional. Peace is internal. 4. Let silence be your teacher. When they vanish, let their silence speak. Silence says everything words try to hide. That's where Stoics find truth. Modern reflection. We crave closure because we fear confusion. We want endings that feel cinematic, clean, mutual, polite. But life rarely gives that. Real healing looks like unanswered questions and quiet realizations. No dramatic speech. No text at midnight. Just you, finally done trying. And in that stillness, you discover, peace was never at the end of the conversation. It was waiting for you to stop asking. Practical Stoic exercise. Write down one question you've been dying to ask someone who hurt you. Now answer it yourself, not as them, but as the wiser version of you. Example. Why did they leave? Because I was ready for depth they couldn't handle. You can't control their words, but you can rewrite your interpretation. That's real closure, self-authored and final. Final reflection. The Stoic doesn't chase closure. They create it. Not through words, but through understanding. Peace isn't found in someone explaining why they broke you. It's found in realizing you no longer need to know. You don't need closure. You need clarity. And clarity comes the moment you stop waiting for their honesty to set you free.